Please with me, Nancy's Riot podcast. About positivity, being strong, get survival, mental health, helping each other and overcoming life's challenges. Psycho like a lab, I'll wish to be a herd, hey. Chasing me is everything to the Lord alone, hey. I'll let go and chase, I don't win.
Nancy Frago to Riot. What's up, Raylo?
We're doing this.
What we on? Cheers, Southwest Side.
Yes. First of all,
I don't know why she wanted to start a riot, but we starting a riot.
we're starting it. It's here.
So y'all have to deal with it.
So I'm Nancy Frago. Welcome to my podcast.
Nancy Frago's the riot. If y'all
So-
ain't knowing.
I'm still debating with the name.
All right, cool.
Nancy's right, because you know what?
Nancy's Frago the riot. Y'all, look, after you guys
let me
keep
tell,
this,
let me
you
tell you my
us.
thought process. Let me tell you my thought process. Because that could be added like a little tagline. Nancy, the riot.
Okay, so what you would think about, like the riot?
So, no, naming it because it flows, Nancy's Riot, but like Nancy's Riot will have the taglines, the riot, she's
Okay.
a riot,
Okay.
it's a riot. You see what I'm saying?
I think that she is a riot, but I also think that the people she hangs out with makes a riot, because a riot is not one person, right?
Correct.
Everybody coming together in unison, saying that fuck this, we about to do this, and about to say this, and we're about to stand up for something. Correct?
Correct.
So you need a whole crowd to be a riot. I think you got a whole crowd. That's why I think she should call it Nancy's Frago's Riot or Nancy's Riot. She gonna play with it. She gonna play, but you're gonna remember the original video.
Yeah.
And how I felt about it. I think that she can't cause a riot by herself. None of us can.
No,
But motherfucker,
I need you guys, but I need you to
Motherfucker.
tell them why, because you really are the person who named me the riot. And I asked you, you said to me, if I had to say what you are to summarize you, you're a fucking riot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're true.
yeah,
You're true.
yeah. It's
You
how
wanna be real?
I want to, of course.
All right.
We've always kept it. So we've been now friends, linking up for
About 8 years.
about 8 years,
I've been
right?
out here
Yeah.
for 8.
Right, yeah. Now, if you want to share how the conversation sparked, by all means you can. If not, we don't have to touch on it. It's
I
up
think
to you.
that's another show.
Okay.
I think that's another show. Or another segment.
Definitely another
But if I definitely want to be real on
Yeah.
why I was attracted and gravitated to you.
Why this friendship? Why this
Yeah,
relationship?
yeah.
Why we vibe?
It's because when I first came in there, I'm like, this bitch thinks she the hardest, thinks she the best. She pretty all the time, but why she always think like she the top motherfucker? Like, god damn, like you always gonna notice somebody who always is the best at everything, right? But then I started figuring out, I'm like, who is this bitch over there at the front? Like, who is that? Who's that bitch at the front? The little bitty Mexican bitch at the front. Who is that? And it was like, oh, that's Nancy Frago. I'm like, okay, who the fuck is she? Oh, she's the top seller in this bitch. I'm like, oh, so she is. Like, she's like, okay, because she act like somebody, you know? And y'all niggas know what I'm talking about when you like, damn, this motherfucker act like they somebody. Like, who the fuck is this person? She act like she was somebody. And of course, like naturally, I wanted to see who the fuck she was. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, this is like, well, it is okay to say I was single at the time. Then I was like, how old is she? And they was like, she way older than you. And I'm like, she fine as fuck. I'm like, let me see if she gay. She was not. Let me let you know. She doesn't give a fuck about none of that. She doesn't discriminate on none of that. But she just is who she is. She not with that shit. She wasn't even like rude about it. She just, yeah, absolutely not. But yeah, girl, what's up, right? It was cool. And then I found out you was killing shit there. But at the same time, I guess we are going to segue in it. I guess what really drawn me to you is because even though I thought you was full of yourself and conceited as fuck, and you seemed shallow as hell, when I came in that day and told you that I got my apartment, you were like, oh, so where you live at now? And I was like, ah, shit, fuck it. I already got my apartment now, and I'm embarrassed no more. I was like, shit, I've been living in my car in this motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. You were like, nah, you were like, D, I would never have known that from your attitude, the way you come in here, the way you dress. She was like, I never knew that. But off of all of that, her little fucking stuck up ass was like, I got an extra bedroom in my house if you want to stay. And I didn't need to come stay. I have my apartment now, right? But at the same time, like that was everything because I am so, there's such a misconception off of me, right? And you can speak to that. You can speak that to yourself. Yeah. So I understood that, right? Because even though I am everything that you said, because of the reasons why I am the way I am, who cares about the reason? You were still like such a loving, caring person, and I was a stranger still at the end of the day. You seen me, but I was not your friend. And you extended like actual love and care and a place to stay. And even though I didn't take it, I always took that. And that's what I'm gonna take for granted, not anything else. So when people started talking shit, like I used to, right? Mm-hmm. Who's that little fucking Mexican bitch at the door? I'm confident, cocky and shit. I'm like, that's my bitch Fago. That's my motherfucker. You feel me? Yeah, because she can be. And she can. And then it got around everybody like, oh shit, D is friends with Fago. Like you can't talk about Fago in front of D no more. Cause you a real bitch. And I'm gonna say that. She a real motherfucker. I call her my motherfucker.
She's my motherfucker. Yeah. But here's the thing, I've never seen anybody radiate through those doors the way your smile does, still to date. And I've seen over 1 million people walk through those doors. And you're rare. And like I was telling you off camera, I've been on a path of discovering myself because for the first time, I have time to dedicate to me. So I think through you, I saw that light, but you had that light that I'm finding now in myself that I wasn't able to see then. And I think people like you were able to see beyond that wall of armor that I had to use, to protect myself. Yeah. So I was a teenage mom, and we'll get into that another time because this is a riot.
Because we're gonna start, but I think it's important for people to know where you come from and where you stand and why we are here. Why in the fuck am I here? Before she came here today, I'm like, why? I'm pretty sure this bitch told me why I was supposed to be on a podcast with her. But you know so many people, right? You're on so many different platforms as a person.
Yes.
You know politicians, you know different type of people.
Correct.
And so it was different, even for my family. Like, why she want to talk to you? I'm like, I don't fucking know, but she know me. So if she want to talk to me, she knew she was gonna fucking get dick in this bitch and nobody else.
No, and you saw that vulnerable side from me from the very beginning. I was able to be vulnerable with you, no judgment. And now that I'm able to reflect, I'm realizing how much more rare you are than I had even imagined, because I encounter so much fakeness throughout my different paths and hats that I wear in my life. And those are parts of me that I've been shedding.
Right.
And I need to continue shedding because I was carrying so much shame, which has gotten me to this point of finding my voice and being able to speak my truth to everybody and be able to exude that feeling and know what I've been through in my life.
Amen.
Because, man, we both have seen lows in different manners.
Yeah, and I have no kids, but one thing I always tell people all the time is me having no children and dating women with children or being around people with children, you always know what type of parent, what type of woman, or what type of man a person is by their children. And remember, I'll never forget this. I met your son without you in the room. I did not know that was your fucking son for like 7 months. That blows me.
That long?
Yeah, that absolutely blows me that I did not know that was your son. That I was kicking it with this dude and thought he was so funny and thought he was so handsome. And we kicked him, we talked shit. He was like a little brother. And then to find out that you the motherfucker that raised this motherfucker. That was kind of gangster, right? I thought that was gangster because I'm like, how the fuck she got a son just as cool as she is? And I like him. He could be misunderstood too.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's really nice, but he don't take no shit either. People gonna get him fucked up. I've seen him a couple times. Got fucked up. So I know for a fact that you raised him for sure. I never met your daughters, but I know you raised him. And then when they tell me his name, I'm like, duh. I've heard his name a million times and didn't really put that together. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were surprised at first.
That you raised him.
Yeah. And also some people were surprised that I had a son that old. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that old.
I know my neighbor was shocked.
Oh, really? How old I was?
No, that's what he did. He said, oh. Now I looked at you, I was like, what's up? Hey, he was looking like, hey, man, I think you got somebody. Come here, man.
How'd you two happen? I'm actually, you know what? I've only been here once. I did not know if I would remember how to get here because anywhere else it takes me still 2 to 3 attempts. That's how I know you're important to me. I remember things about you. Because literally my brain now, so I had brain surgery 4 years ago as well. I had a cavernous malformation. And really that was probably the catalyst for me to be where I am. And as you know, I was briefly married. That went to shit real quick. But he was the mirror to be able to look at myself in the beginning of that discovery. And that light that I saw in you when I first met you, that I said that it just radiated and I was gravitated to it. I'm still gravitated to it to this day because it's just so bright.
This one.
Yeah. This smile right here. It is no, for real. It's like,
but it's natural.
It's
I know
natural,
what you mean. Yeah, it's gonna be the natural one. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just,
yeah, no joke.
There was just the light about you that I think like I said, that I saw in myself. You were my mirror, but you were already carrying that light. I just couldn't see it in me until now.
And it was the control. It was the presence. It was the heaviness. You're really heavy. You're powerful, right? And when I say when people don't understand when I say that you heavy, people think so much different than how I feel. I feel like I have a heavy presence, right? So my presence is gonna be felt before you even notice me in the room, right?
Mm-hmm. Your vibration.
I feel like that with you. You got a heavy presence when you're in a room. Even when you don't know you're in a room, somebody can feel something heavy around and they can look around and all of a sudden, like you said, it's called a glow for you, but it's going to be a glow as well because you're like, oh, that was her. That's who everybody's looking at. That's who everybody's gravitated to. At another show, I told her, like, our job was like jail. She radiant the person that was like the little bitty bitch in the jail that ran everybody. And it's like, you're looking for like, who's the big boss? And then everybody moves the crowd and you see this little bitty person. You're like, her? You're like, yeah, the one with the makeup, putting the makeup on? Yeah, the one smells good, fantastic. You're like, yeah, well, that's the gangster. And they're like, that's who's going to tell who's going to do what. Yeah. You're not good with her. You pretty much not straight, right? And it takes one for no one to know one. And that's how I felt too, because it's like, people always tell you, like, nah, you talking about Day-Day? Oh, no, you can't fuck with her. They be thinking like that, little bitty ass chubby bitch. They be like, yes.
You know what? I think like we speak our own language, right, and it's hard to articulate it into words because we have to feel it.
Right.
And I think in order for people to actually feel it on the other side of that camera is for us to just be authentic, and let our lights radiate on their own because, like I said, I still to date, I've not seen a smile that radiates like yours.
Amen. An intro is an intro, though.
Yeah.
It's just an intro.
No,
I'm pretty sure that
I
you
come
starting
across
this.
a lot of smiles.
I'm pretty sure her starting this, it's gonna be lit. Like I'm just honored to be a part of the beginning of it, but I could only all the people you have on this shit. You gotta ask a hard question. So, and one day I'm gonna try to write some of her questions just so y'all know y'all gonna be able to tell from the personality that I wrote that question. You're like, you know what? For some reason, I know that wasn't Fredo. I know that was that girl that came on our show that first day. She asked that goddamn question because I'm gonna ask the questions. I'm gonna ask the hard questions.
Well, you're an artist,
Oh yeah, I want to know.
right? So I think you'll understand this. And I don't know if I've shared this with you. It's like coming my new quote. So I felt my melody. I now understand the rhythm of life.
And
So I really understand the ebbs and the ebbs and flows of life.
what do you mean by that? Elaborate.
I no longer question my abilities with just about anything in life because I've been through so many curveballs that before I didn't have the confidence. So I used to get anxiety and panic about things that didn't happen because I was waiting for the next shoe to drop because I became a mom so young. So failure for me was just not an option because if I failed, then I failed as a mother, and I was a teenage mom.
Pressure.
Yeah, it's just the pressure that I had on me. I always had that chip on my shoulder that I had to prove myself to everyone. And I had to make sure that my kids were successful because I couldn't have them fail either. So I know that I put a pressure on them as well, that I couldn't see it in that moment because I was too young to see it. I just thought that that's the way you did life. That's all I knew. So having brain surgery, it literally took losing a piece of me to find
The rest of you.
the rest of me.
I love that.
Yeah. And that's both literally and
I
figuratively.
love that.
And
I know what you mean when you said it. It just touched me.
yeah, and even when I say, now they've worked on me from head to toe, that's another episode. But, because I am
Another episode. We're gonna have to keep doing that.
yeah, another episode. So yeah, I literally did. That's why even when I speak, if I'm going to do a speaking engagement and people do not know I've had brain surgery, I joke about it, but it's the way that I have found my rhythm in life is through humor. It's like, if I make a mistake, it's because I lost a piece of my life. Not all of it, just a piece of it.
Right.
And in my case, again, literally and figuratively speaking, it's true. The truth is I am screwed back together, 16 screws. So
we wanted the same from different fucking aspects in the whole different side of the world. And what I love about what y'all gonna learn about her, whether I'm here or not, ever here on any other episode. This motherfucker know the rainbow. When I say they know the rainbow, we all can know the rainbow. White person, black person, Mexican, Asian, whatever. That's not what I mean. You're gonna have somebody in every aspect of life who love you, right? Because of her life, my life, everybody's life can be similar when you're the top dog or when you're the underdog, right?
Mhm.
You're a top dog, you're always gonna understand every top dog. When you're an underdog, you're always gonna understand an underdog. When you're in the middle and you don't even have a place in life, you're always fucking just bounce into anybody you want. That's the difference between you and the people that you deal with. Everybody you meet is either an under or a top dog. Excuse me. And if they were an underdog, they're a top dog now. Because you don't fuck with nobody less than. And see, nobody fuck with you less than. See, it take an underdog to have been an underdog, to be a top dog, to understand you. And that's why when I first met you, I thought you was a stuck-up bitch.
No.
Right?
Mhm.
I don't know you.
Yeah.
It's the way you carry yourself.
Right.
You got so much confidence. Why wouldn't I hate on the bitch? Because I have the same confidence. Now we're going to bump heads, right? But it's something detrimental and fucked up when people see there's two people from two different sides of the planet. They don't know what they have in common, but we know what we have in common.
Right.
We're some fucking survivors, and that's what that told me when you offered me a place to live. Even though I didn't need it, even though I didn't accept it, guess what? It spoke volumes. Until that day, every day after that, I don't give a fuck what we go through. I got your back, and you know that. And
Yeah.
you know that. I'm not gonna
I
play
do.
no games about you. You ain't got to explain to me nothing. Tell me the bitch you did it, and we running up. Tell me how many, so I know if I'm coming, prepared. That's all I'm gonna know. Like, don't add me in a naked. But then, you one of the realest people I ever met in my life, and you say that I radiate off of you, my smile, but your personality do. Your personality do. I knew somebody was in there, I didn't know who it was, so I knew who it was. When I found out who it was, I loved who it was. And I love everything that come out of you. Nigga, all your fucking kids. I ain't even met her fucking daughters. But I'll tell you right now, we ever met, I bet you we enjoy each other. Because me and your son sure do.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting that you say about the like confidence. Back then, sometimes people would tell me it was my ego, and I used to question it if it was ego. But now it's like, no, it's confidence.
Confident.
But that's how I didn't know myself. And that's why I tell you, it's like I saw you in me then, that I see that I have found in me now.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that should be something learning for people. That's a telltale. Like, you can learn from the younger you, and I could learn from the older me. Like, dead ass.
Yeah, like,
and the new generation, I'm gonna give y'all this. You guys are fucking nuts, right? But you guys can also be nuts in the most beautiful way. Do you agree that this new generation? There's a lot to say negative, but there's also a lot of positive to say. Like, this is the most boisterous, the most unapologetic generation I ever met in my entire life. Like, I respect the new generation. They can use us for guidance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we are different. And that's what makes you OG. That's what made all the OGs, no matter what hood you was from. The OGs knew that the world was going to change, and they just needed to direct that person in the right way. But the OGs also learn from the YNs. Them OGs listen to the little YNs, they go, "You little motherfuckers is crazy." But he was right, because you know what? We just took it, and we walked away, right?
Yeah.
And y'all not going to do it. Your sons and daughters, the shit that you tell them that you would have did in the grocery store, they're like, "No, fuck that, Mom."
Actually, you know what? No, I think my kids do take after me, to be honest with you. Because I can already tell stuff that they do. Yeah. I mean, from different avenues of life. But my youngest, she's a riot.
My YNs, they don't do anything. That's how I say it. And look, the only time they gonna do it is they really feel like it's bad. Oh, she's gotten soft. Like, no, I ain't fucking got soft. I'm just choosing my balance. But yeah, the little YNs, I got cousins. Y'all crazy. Chill out.
So you and I have started communicating within the last few months.
Okay.
When I started sharing with you about the podcast.
Gotcha.
And I want to know what lights up D.
What lights me up?
Yeah. So bright. So bright. Ask questions. So bright. So bright. So bright.
All right. Money, intelligence, the procreation of Black folks.
Mm-hmm.
The more Black folks in the world, the better the world will be. I'm always gonna stand by that.
So bright.
So bright. I don't like anything other than being Black. Like, that is the best part of me. My thick ass lips, my skin that don't age, my skin that turn different colors, purple, and all the scars on me. I love being Black. I love every part of being Black. That is something I stand on. And the one thing about me is being Black, it means community. I know that Black people always wanted to keep people together.
Mm-hmm.
So I lead off of that. So me, I don't want just a Mexican and just a Black girl, just a white girl, just an Asian. I want a proud Asian, proud Mexican, proud Latina, proud Cuban, proud Asian. Like, we got to have proud people around us, because I'm proud of who I am.
So what would you like to create with that? So bright.
I'll be a lie if I say there ain't peace, but that's how corny as fuck. But
no,
understanding, then I would think understanding, because one thing about every race that I just said, that we are proud of our own, and we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And you're supposed to look out for yours first. You're supposed to. You are.
Yeah.
You are.
So bright.
Some understanding, because we don't have that anymore. We do not have unity like we used to. I'm an 80s baby.
When do you think that changed? I think COVID. Well, I think it was already like that. I think COVID made it put a magnifying glass on it.
Before COVID.
What were your experiences?
I think that white people made all of us hate each other. I think because they are just a many and few.
Mm-hmm.
I think white people made us hate each other, because we grew up together. We ate lunch together. We were all on free lunch together. It was the white kids some of the white kids, not the 4 white trash white kids. Not like my best friend, because my best friend is white. He was poor like us. You hear me?
There's a difference.
But it wasn't him. They had their lunch that they brought to
Yeah.
school every day. We had to get in line for free lunch. We sat with each other at the tables. Okay? Your mama was making menudo. My mama was making gumbo. You
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
So I think that we broke up because they told us we were supposed to. They seen that they was outnumbered, and they told us that we was enemies.
They're still telling us that.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Which is wild.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You get some Mexicans that go, I'm like you. They see me and see you. And then you have some that go, well, I'm not fucking nigger. I'm not fucking black. I'm not fucking black. And that's fucked up. But then you also have niggas who are racist as well because white people taught us to hate you guys, right? So now we're like, oh, you take all our jobs. We get all the most ignorant shit that we could possibly say to each other. When in actuality, we've been in the same bowl, and in the same motherfucking bucket, in the same motherfucking neighborhoods. Our moms was dealing with the same shit, but they came in our neighborhoods and told us that we were supposed to fight against each other. And because they said that, we did it.
So
I'm a
right.
80s, true 80s baby. Meaning I grew up with Mexicans, grew up with whites, but then when I got in high school, and out of high school, it wasn't cool no more.
So it's interesting that you bring that up because we're friends on Facebook. You don't mind grabbing your cell phone. I want you to see the 2 last AI videos that I just posted and how that fits in what you just said. How right,
Yeah.
how we're taught a certain way, so we just act on it. Especially, so bright. Soper who said it, you do better when you know better, you do better. Or Maya Angelou.
Where we at?
So go up. Really show you. So bright. Look at this. Listen to this. Then listen.
Want me to show the camera?
If you want, or just listen to it. But
6 months ago, where an AI model reading the company's email finds out it's about to get replaced with another AI model, and it also reads in the company email that one executive is having an affair with an employee. The AI will independently.
Are we gonna edit this? What is this about?
just you got to read the whole thing. It's on my Facebook that I posted about it.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, this is 2 minutes. We're gonna edit that,
But that's
y'all.
because
I'm gonna
you
watch
got-
it. I'm
yeah.
gonna watch it. When I come back, I'll have an input on that.
Yeah, because you got to see the 2 videos.
Him next, right?
No. So go higher once you.
All right.
So this is the first one. I have AI part 1 and then AI part 2.
All right. Bet. So
Yeah.
we're gonna watch this.
Yeah, because I want to.
You're gonna see the edit. You're gonna see me actually watching it and commenting on it.
Yeah. So because I want to know your.
But what was
answer
that
to
about? What was that about?
It's kind of like what you said, how they made us hate each other because they talk about how AI, depending on who you are, will give you. So the 2 people in the video, they asked ChatGPT who was the best soccer player in the world. They both got 2 different answers.
Mhm.
So that was AI. So tailoring the answer to its audience, not
based
not
on
the
the race,
truth.
based on the race or
Yeah.
ethnicity.
Yeah, not the
Oh, that's
truth.
creepy.
Yeah. So
It's thinking for me. You trying to say you know what a Mexican think or you know what a black person think, then right?
yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah, so you'll see the video how they then
So it's hate.
basically, yeah, and they curate the hate specifically,
Yeah,
them knowing
well,
if you're Hispanic.
That's
you're-
why I like being in
depending-
jail and they tell me they be like, hey, come here, all the black people be on the other side. It's like, come here. And I get off Elizabeth bed. I'm like, what's up? He's like, you can't be on the chocolate Mexican's bed. I'm like, what? You can't be on the Mexican's bed. I'd be like, for why? Bro, we in jail, bro. You can't do that. The blacks is over here, the Mexicans over there.
So bright.
They just gave me like a hell of a spread last night. And I've been having fun over there. They was teaching me the mariachi. And I was learning some shit. I had fun. I'm like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. True story. In jail.
So
All the black
bright.
people tell me I'm supposed to be with the black, whatever. The Mexicans tried to jump me.
So bright.
And there's a white girl in my bunk. She's next to my bunk, but she's on the bottom bunk. And she got a swastika on her motherfucking head. So she's straight up KKK. And the Mexicans are going off of some shit and they bumping into the bed. We end up arguing. They jumped on me. I'm like firing on like 5 of them at the same time. Ding, 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 ding. And somebody hopped off the bed and they panties and they brow. It was that motherfucking white girl, not one.
So bright.
There's not one black person that thought to help me. She seen me getting jumped, and even though I was like slanging them, y'all, I was like tossing them. They was not winning. She seen that I was getting jumped and hopped off the bed with a swastika on her fucking forehead. She hopped off the bed, her bra and panties, and started slanging them with these big ass Mexican bitches. Wah, 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 wah. So now we get pulled apart. This is the next day, and I call my mom crying. I'm like,
So
nobody in my bag. And mind you, I think I'm like still scared. It's my first jail fight. I'm like 19, 18 years old. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if tomorrow I gotta fight 6 of them. You know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna happen.
Riot to know. Right?
I'm like scared, right? So I'm like scared. I call my mom crying, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. He was like, you just gotta fight everybody. She was like, you gotta go in there and talk all the black people. She said, all the black people that was there last night. She said, welcome to all of them. And tell them, you gonna fight me today or you gonna fight them tomorrow? Which one is gonna be? And I walked up to everybody in the bed and you're like, you gonna fight me today or fight them tomorrow? And everybody was like, we gonna fight them. And then they kicked me out and put a red light on me and said she was trying to start a race riot. It was like, yeah, but no, I just got jumped. Like,
That's how you started a riot.
man, I started a fucking riot. It's like she started a race riot and kicked me out of the whole. It's called Banning Road Camp. Anybody in California know about Banning Road Camp? I got kicked out the whole Banning Road Camp. I was red lighted on that motherfucker. I could come back and start a race war. And y'all just hear me when I'm telling y'all it wasn't really a race war, but I just kind of had to make it one. And that's what life makes us do.
Right.
If we're gonna start your ride off of that, man, that's gotta be the hardest shit that we just did right now. We're about to kill this, but I need a break. I need a cigarette break.
We need to...
Okay. Is that on the film?